Daniel Snyder needed to sell the Commanders. So says the team's former star running back Brian Mitchell, who tells us former Washington players, him included, are thrilled the embroiled owner is finally selling the organization. When Dan Snyder came along, he had this mindset where, yeah, he needed us when he needed us, but he didn't want to have us around a lot, Brian, who was at a By Dan event celebrating the sale, told Babcock on the TMZ Sports TV show, airs weekdays on FS1. Even more so than the former players, Mitchell, a former All-Pro, says Commanders fans wanted Synder out, adding he hasn't heard a single person voice support for the 58-year-old owner, which speaks volumes to how people feel about him. I think a lot of fans are happy because they just wanted to get rid of him, Mitchell said. You get to a point where you just don't think you can have success with a certain person, and it got to that point. The Super Bowl champion said Washington went from a storied franchise to the laughingstock of the NFL under Snyder's tutelage and felt something needed to change for the fans and players to have some pride in the team again. Mitchell, who spent 10 seasons with Washington, recalled how the organization painted him to be a problem child and never hesitated to let him go, a standard BM feels should also be applied to ownership. Of course, DS reign was plagued by scandal, that got so bad Congress opened an investigation into the inner workings of the org. Synder purchased the franchise in 1999, for less than $800 million, but after 24 years and a massive $6.05 billion bid from an ownership group featuring NBA Hall of Famer Magic Johnson, 7-6 ERS owner Josh Harris, and billionaire Mitchell Rowles, Snyder's tenure is coming to an end. As for what Mitchell wants to see from the new Commanders owners, I hope someone comes in and understands that the mindset has to be put back on the players and not necessarily everything outside of the players.